Well, it's official, folks. Newsmax is the victim of, wait for it, fake news. It's the liberal strategy on full display. Find a headline that fits your narrative and run with it. Ignore the actual content. Ignore the words painstakingly written by reporters, literally judging a book by its cover.
But Putin is not without friends in the United States. This is the December issue of Newsmax magazine. Vlad the Great, tweeted out tonight by Ron Filipkowski, who writes, "For anyone who thinks Newsmax is anything but Russian disinformation, here is the cover of Newsmax December issue. Hundreds of thousands of MAGAs get their news from Putin every day." Close quote.
Well, here's the thing, Brian, that's your real name, or should I say Lion Brian? You've lied about so many other things. What can we trust you about? How's that helicopter, by the way? You know, the one you were shot in?
2 of our 4 helicopters were hit by ground fire, including the one I was in.
All lies. All lies, Lion Brian. Your nose is growing. If you had any journalistic sense, you'd know that all you had to do was spend a couple of bucks and buy this magazine. Open the first page, by the way. But listen, okay, read it. Vlad the Great, yeah, but open the freaking first page and you find a summary that tells a far different story. But obviously, no one at MSNBC wants to do even the slightest amount of work, so I'll do it for you.
Open up the magazine and look at the actual article. I've got it right here. Putin's war on the West. The Russian leader exploits every opportunity to weaken the U.S. and its allies. That's what the 3-page article is about, Brian Williams. It's not a pro-Vladimir Putin article. That's why he's not the anchor of the NBC Nightly News. That's probably why ultimately he lost his job at MSNBC. And that's probably why, if it does happen, CNN will welcome him with open arms.
People aren't buying at CNN, you dumb bastards. They're not buying it.
She's the Jussie Smollett of cable news, right?
This is what the left does. This is what the left does.
But it's not just disgraced news anchors who tried to attack the magazine and Newsmax. Congressman Adam Kinzinger, seen here, crying like a baby, like his mom took his phone away. A rhino, if we've ever seen one. Seriously, go on a safari into Africa and they'll show you a picture of Adam Kinzinger running in the bush, whatever. He took to Twitter and said, if this is real, then Newsmax should truly just admit it's the new Russia propaganda. But I'm not mad at Kinzinger. Oh, he doesn't want to be liberal. So, Kinzinger, before you try to convince Biden to enter another unnecessary war, maybe read the article. Don't just look at the pictures.
Probably so. I mean, that follows kind of in line with what CNN does and how they report information. It's always fake. It's always, untrue. That's just kind of their mantra.
By the way, you guys, Brian Williams, Kinzinger, the Russian leader exploits every opportunity to weaken the U.S. and its ally. What are you talking about? That's not Russian propaganda. I can't stress this enough, Kinzinger. Open up the magazine, read the article, because you'd learn that starting a ground war with Russia could literally destroy the world. This story is perfect for what we're doing here at The Balance, giving you context and perspective. And our very own Newsmax CEO, Chris Ruddy, felt the same way. In an exclusive statement, he said, quote, "This is the mainstream media at work. They jump to a conclusion based on a mere headline without even reading the content." Brian, Adam, we at Newsmax are fact-based, and we strive for balance and seek truth. Our colleagues in the media should look to Eric Bolling The Balance and find out how to report the news fairly and honestly, just like Eric. Thank you, Chris. This is all just another example, a glaring example of rhinos, liberals, and progressives grabbing a headline without reading the story, tweeting about it, and running with it. So do yourself a favor, America, don't judge a book by its cover. While the liberals in the world won't bother opening it up, you'll become more informed, learn about what's going on around the world in your backyard. Don't fall for the liberal lie of listening to the experts. Do your own research and come to your own conclusions. Just saying.
Well, look at the time. I'll try to keep this brief. After 28 years of peacock logos on much of what I own, it is my choice now to jump without a net into the great unknown, as I do for the first time in my 62 years. My biggest worry is for my country. The truth is, I'm not a liberal or a conservative.